يلا نور الدين. يلا جيب انت ان شاء الله الوقت.
My turn?
نعم.
So, in this camp, I really saw how much influence the older people had on the younger people. And,
What's so funny?
and I don't know if like one of the older people does something, whether good or bad, you see everyone from the younger people following. Someone from the older people says a joke, now all the younger people it's their joke, and I just saw how much the older people influence the younger people in this camp.
Then what is the lesson? What is the action item?
We have to be a good role model for the younger ones.
You have to be a good model. You have to be more involved. you can change the lives of people يا شباب. Please do. Please do. Are you listening, older people? بارك الله فيك نور الدين. عبد الله.
So I have a Khatera from last night.
Raise up your voice. I'm not sure it's gonna be.
I have a Khatera from last night. We went down to the dock at night to like see the stars, and while we were down there, we wanted everyone, even it's kind of I think it's also part of Turkey's culture that we think of a Khatera while we were down at the dock, like regarding the stars. But then the ayah that came to my mind was we were like about the grades of the stars. The ayah فلا أقسم بمواقع النجوم وإنه لقسم لو تعلمون عظيم. And this specific ayah where Allah swears by the stars, like there's a comment which is like Allah says like this is such a great thing to swear by if only we knew. So I don't know, this ayah just while I was looking at the stars and thinking about that ayah, it just made me think about the greatness of the universe, and we were talking about space, and yeah.
جزاك الله خير يا عبد الله. Well, it's from the sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam to keep looking at the star, the universe, everything. So after you look at the star, what is the lesson that you got? What is the lesson? What is the Khatera? So you looked at the stars. What did you get after looking at the stars?
I just reminded
What did you remember when you looked at the stars, Abdullah?
I was reminded of the greatness of Allah.
Okay. After he starts the record, you can tell me everything, inshallah. Ilyas.
So honestly, I kind of like really like, you know, the ukhuwah, the brotherhood that we like built in the camp. Like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, إخواننا على سرر متقابلين إن شاء الله. So, you know, we even though it was like there was a lot of younger guys in the camp, you know, we would do things like, for example, cook together, clean together, walk together, swim together. So you kind of like end up building like a bond with the younger ones. And yeah, inshallah, so just that bond with them, right? And then you realize that they look up to you and you can positively influence them.
And then you're gonna bond them, inshallah, on Saturdays or bond with them next year, inshallah.
Maybe like 10 years from now.
Okay, that's good. Snack man.
Assalamu alaikum.
عليكم السلام.
ورحمة الله وبركاته.
A second. Okay, so
How much do you want? How much time are you gonna do your Khatera here, snack man?
okay, so I think you remember on the first thing we did, we went to the long hike on the little strip of land.
Yes, don't remind me, please. Yeah.
Without knowing, we were not supposed to. Okay, so you know, it was a pretty long and hard, like very difficult hike, you know, and the bad part was that we all split up, okay, and there were multiple different groups, small groups of people, but the smallest of which was I was in it. It was only two people, me and Yusuf Demeri.
No, actually, there was one group, Adam, building shit by himself.
Oh man. Okay, so me and Yusuf Demeri, you know, and we had this one goal. We had this one goal to go reach the lighthouse and just come back.
Yeah.
And so,
cold-blooded, ignoring everyone who's waiting for you.
Okay, 10 miles in total. Okay, and you know, at first it was pretty easy. You know, you were just talking, you were chilling, and over time it got harder. It started raining, and all I was wearing was like a light, not waterproof jacket on my chest. You know, otherwise I had nothing else. I was really cold. You know, so yeah, we were trying to run down, and we were getting really tired, and you know, it made me think. You know, what would we do like if I did not have Yusuf Demeri next to me? You know, I would probably get tired. I would probably start focusing on how much pain was in my legs from the walking. You know,
and you'd have to come early, yes.
Yeah, I have to come early. You know, and he'd probably be dead. Maybe, I don't know. So it made me think about how one time the Prophet said that the friend, like the friend, choose your friends like wisely because they're going to reflect upon your actions. Your friends are going to reflect what you're doing. You know, because your friends they're going to affect your personality and the actions you do, and you know, inshallah, yani if you get the good friends, you might end up going to a better place in the akhirah, inshallah.
Inshallah.
جزاك الله خير snack man. بارك الله فيك. Did
Someone-
you have a snack with you during this hike?
No, I don't have a snack with me. لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله.
Okay.
جزاك الله خير. يلا محمد.
Yes. So also my Khatera
Like close, we want to make sure that everyone listens to you.
Not to us, not to the camp. Get down and listen to him.
Okay, so basically it was again on the hike, the on the Dungeness Point hike. So I was with the group that decided to go to the lighthouse, and so we were running for like a good amount of time, and then I started to get tired, and so my body says, oh, you know, start slowing down and start taking a break. You know, I'll take a break. We've ran for a long time. So then this guy Ari behind me, he's like, no, you're gonna keep running, and he keeps pushing me. He's gonna, you know, he actually pushed me, and he like, it worked a couple of times. You know, he actually got me back to running. I was like, okay, fine. You know, I might run for another minute or two. And then I saw, and then 2 minutes later, I was like, oh, I need another break. So I start slowing down again. And he's like, no, I believe in you. Keep going. So he pushes me again, and that reminds me, you know, how we should have good friends in this dunya that can, you know, take you to the better. They can they can make you do good deeds and like take you away from the bad deeds.
Are you sure?
That's what it reminded me. You know, for example, like let's say you're doing a bad deed, they make you do good deeds and whatnot.
Definitely not stack man.
So that's what reminded me of.
How long did it take you to think of
جزاك الله خير. Especially يعني Arif was pushing you, and Arif today you are 18, correct?
Yes.
And subhanallah يعني and he proved to be useful today when getting the kayaks, correct Arif?
Yeah.
And you know, and I cannot imagine يعني how time flew by. And now someone is telling me Arif is 18 today, subhanallah. طيب جزاك الله خير Arif for pushing him all the way to the lighthouse while everyone was waiting for you. Omar.
Alright, there you go.
Alright, so my Khatera was about when it was my turn to work in the morning for the lunch. When my group woke up together and started to work on the lunch that we
Speak
had.
louder.
And at the moment, I really did not want to get up at that moment. I felt that I was going to be extremely exhausted. I just did not have any energy whatsoever to, you know, start making the dishes, especially to de-thaw the whole ground beef stick thing. Anyway, but once I actually started doing it, and I started like ordering a bugidna around, and my brother cut the zucchini and left. After we started to actually just start working together, like I would like to add on to the essence Khatera, that there's this like sense of ukhuwah, the brotherhood, that like as we're working together, like we got to build together a stronger bond. As we would sacrifice our comfort for others, you would find that after we started to eat it, you feel the reward come back to you, that like I should have woken up earlier to do more.
They were coming back to you for this pasta that we ate and over there. Okay.
Yeah, I was just saying that
Everyone was making dua for you, Omar. Yeah, I remember that day.
it's like it was about the sacrifice that you give for others that would come back to you.
That's correct. Sacrificing others by your pasta. Yeah. يلا ريم.
Mine, alright. Mine is very similar to his. It's just 10 miles.
Louder.
I didn't know I could do it, but then as I pushed them, they also made it easier for me. And as I pushed them, they also like motivated me to go. And that just makes it easier to do it. Get closer and closer.
What do you mean, Ali? 18 years old, and you think you cannot make 10 miles? Maybe 18 years old, you can make 10 miles like this. What is this useless generation? It's only 10 miles. it is the round trip 10 or 11 miles. You are 18 years old.
That was before he was
You should
18.
make it يعني
Yeah, that
ايه؟
was before.
You should make it every hour back and forth the 10 miles.
He was still
10
17.
miles. I cannot. I was not sure I'm gonna make. They kept pushing. حبيبي they are only 10 miles. حبيبي back home to protect my dignity and avoid public transportation to go somewhere I walk 10 miles.
We ran.
Yeah.
See,
We
you're still a young boy at the time. You're still 17.
okay. Yeah. Sorry, I missed this. You were still 17. بارك الله فيك كريم. جزاك الله خير. Yours, are you awake?
Yeah, when I was on the hike,
Again, 10 mile, 11 mile, and
Yeah.
you thought you will not, we will need no Khatera.
I was lacking behind all of the group, like Arif, Muhammad, that group. I was like pretty far from them. So it was I thought I was not gonna make it to the lighthouse, or by the time I would get to the lighthouse, I would not see them, and I would get lost. And every time I walk, I would say I'm gonna make it, but then it turns out I'm very far. And then I look on my phone and it's still very far. So then this reminded me.
And you didn't make it by the end of the day, correct?
I didn't.
You did? Okay.
So then
Slogan.
this reminded me
I
of
said you're gonna make
how
it. And I
long-
didn't make it easy. Easy يا شباب يعني not a big deal if I don't make it.
This reminded me of how long we have to wait in our grave until for the day of judgment. And how long we get to the lighthouse.
بارك الله فيك يوسف جزاك الله خير. يوسف
For me, my Khatera was about how like
الأريزة what is the circle يا شباب؟
my Khatera was about how like when you're cleaning the dents, how like you try to make it perfect so you can get out as fast as possible. Kind of like how we need to clean our hearts as perfect as possible so we can go to Jannah for those and yeah.
Did you get this يا شباب؟ والله the Khatera is very deep. Did you get this one? It's making the analogy between the cleanup that you have made to your rooms or to the cabins before we leave and how people would clean their heart. Some people would clean their rooms and would clean their hearts. Some people, they do not clean their rooms. They are busy doing something else and they leave the room dirty. And some people need others to come and clean their hearts for them. The analogy يا شباب of you cleaning the rooms and the cabins and the kitchen and the bathrooms and everything, it is the same as cleaning our heart. Are you the one cleaning your heart? Are you the one ignoring your heart and waiting for others to clean it? Or are you the one who is helping others clean their heart? Barakallah fik Yusuf, and don't forget to clean your face from whatever you have over here. Ridwan.
The last time I took the Ramblewood was like 3, maybe 4 years ago. And back then it was a lot different. It was all different faces back then. And back then, you know, I was part of the ones being taken care of by others. And now I find myself being the one kind of, you know, taking care of you guys, taking care of the younger ones. And yeah, besides him though. And it's just kind of crazy to think about, like, just a few years ago, you know, other people were taking care of me, and where are they now? You know, who knows where they're at? But you know, at least there was some, you know, you know, there's like a sense of, you know, because my Muslim brother back then did this to me, like I should repay the favor and keep, you know, pushing it forward. And as you always mention, like there's always like a debt that you have to repay, and that's the kind of situation that I'm in. You know, I'm not really here to have fun necessarily, but it's always nice being with you. But more so like, you know, taking care of others. And I think that's the most important thing that, you know, it kind of hits you, because this is like the first time being back in a few years. And so that's subhanAllah, you know, and maybe one of these days, you know, one of these guys will be leading the Ramblewood camp, you know, one of these trolls, and they'll be taking care of the younger trolls. How life works, you know.
SubhanAllah, I'm happy والله يعني that some of you started to get exposed to what it takes to run a camp, how tough it is. And by the way, the camp, alhamdulillah, this year was very smooth, alhamdulillah, compared to the trolls we had many years back then. And this business يا شباب of working for the sake of Allah is not easy. You have to be working hard, not only in the camp, but every time you work for the sake of Allah, you will have headache, you will have people attacking you, you will have people saying stuff about you, you will have people making trouble for you. Shaitan will never make it easy for you. فيعني you got some exposure. May Allah help you inshallah يعني continue whatever you started.
So what I wanted to talk about was
لا raise up your voice هذا.
what I wanted to talk about was the strength of the Iman and Islam in the camp. Some people, not this camp, but other people go to camps to have fun and necessarily forget the akhirah. And what the Shaykh and others made us do is, you know, as-salah ala waqtiha, the sunnah, talking every maghrib about what the Prophet said and what everything done. And that made me realize, because I have had some experiences where the camps were ran by fun, not by Islam. And what this made me think about, like what the Prophet was saying in the hadith. He was saying that there will be a time that Yawm al-Qiyamah, you know that one of the signs of Yawm al-Qiyamah is when the Muslim will be Muslim in the morning and will be kafir by the night. So based on personal experiences, I find this to be true. Even though it's not kafir, it's not kufr, it's the forgetting of the deen. You're having fun, but at the same time you have to incorporate the deen, which allows you to have fun. So that just made me realize, and you know, thank you to everyone, and especially for the Shaykh for making us like realize the deen and always as-salah ala waqtiha, wudu, sunnah. It's just, you know, it's perfect.
جزاك الله خير آدم. والله سبحان الله, this is beautiful Khatera. And what you mentioned, wallahi, this hadith was hitting my mind all the time during this camp, and more specifically when we were driving over here, that the one يصبح مؤمنا ويمسي كافرا, he comes in the morning as a mu'min, as a believer, and overnight he becomes kafir, or the other way around. يمسي, overnight he's a Muslim and he comes in the morning as kafir. And really, Allah shabab, what scares me whenever I look to some of the people who used to be with us and now they're no longer with us, or they used to be even part of the admin team and then they started to say no and we disobey and we don't want to do this. Wallahi, this is very hard. It's hitting me very hard how people can change and how fitness can change people overnight. Jazakallah khair Adam, and we hope to see you inshallah every time you come from the UK, and maybe one day you come inshallah and live here with us bismillah, or we go and live with you inshallah, or we all together live together in Jannah bismillah. طيب شباب